Wardrobe sponsored by Freeman Designs.
Bienvenue, Maman Kweyol. Bonsoir. Je dis bienvenue, Maman Kweyol. Bonsoir. Bonsoir, my name is Rosella Lawrenson. Et puis moi, Rosella Lawrenson, c'est madame qui est bien spéciale. Spéciale pour, il y a des titles. Wenn Kweyol Babono et Wenn Kweyol Castri. C'est ça yo ka kouye femme. Kweyol la viva. Bonsoir, Rosella.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Saudi, I'm ti kong la ka clear way or so la.
Clear.
Rosella, okay. I know it's Junior Creole, but I have to give it in English because we have a nice follow in the show has a nice follow. We have some persons that speak English and Patois, so mix it nicely. What does it mean to you to win those two titles? Sai kimanyo ka senti des titles. And then the semaines, chez Choaite, yeah?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
That's what I call more do. I'm feeling so, I'm like, yes, I've did it, I've done it. And, you know, sometimes some people think you're walking on the street and they're thinking like, you know, that person is just somebody. And that person cannot do nothing.
Like they judge you,
like
you don't have talent.
You don't have the
like
talent,
that, yeah.
you know.
So it's almost like you prove yourself wrong.
I proved myself. In fact, you know, I have the courage to say to myself now, I proved myself to some people.
Yes.
Because, you know, I'm so happy and my children, my kids are proud of me.
Yes.
They said, Mommy, I'm proud. Even the first one at Balata, my kids was like, it was like, yes, Mommy, you did it. My nieces, my sister actually cried.
Wow.
The day of the show. And, you know, those people were there for me. I have some people from Bogies. Them people give me the strength and the force, you know, and I don't know. I just feeling so good. I'm just feeling.
So, in the past, that's not your first pageant. You have done a Creole
pageant.
Yes, before.
I did a Jeune Creole pageant. Either 2015 or 2017 at Sanders Grun.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yeah, for Jeune Creole, the other pageant for Jeune Creole.
Yeah, actually, they have it this year.
Yes.
The 8th of November. Yes. The 8th of November. Yes.
And for sure, I know I did pretty good because I got Miss Congeniality and second place. I think I placed second.
Oh, nice. That's close enough to the crown.
Yes, so, yes.
And this time it was your time to shine.
And this time it was my time to shine.
Yes. So what was it like doing the Babono show? Because the Babono show had a lot more persons and castries. What was the experience like when they invited you to go up for the show? What was going through your mind?
Well, Sharmark, to tell you the truth, I wasn't even expecting that because I'm somebody, I'm everywhere. I'm always in hospital. I have an elderly man taking care of, and I'm always busy doing that. Because my family is always nagging at me because I don't have time for myself. I need time. So when the young lady called me and tell me if I'm interested in going up for the Jeune Creole pageant, I told her, well, I don't know. I don't think I have time for that. I told her, I really don't know. And then when I think back, I said, you know what, girl, go for it.
Wow.
And I did. I called and I said to her, you know, I think I'll try. I'll go.
Wow.
I'll go.
Yeah. So for the Babono show, what did your talent?
My talent was, I kind of put it together, but there was 2 gentlemen who helped me with my talent. Sam Yudovic.
Okay.
He's a teacher at, I think he's a well-known young man from Bogies. He assisted me with my talent, and this other teacher from Bogies, what's his name again? I forget his name.
That's okay.
Yeah, but he'll know, but he assisted me with the talent, and I used to go and practice my talent at the school.
Oh.
And the teachers, when I did the first lesson, like the first one, they said, no, take that out and put this. You know, the teachers, already. My niece, the principal, the other teachers, like.
Everybody had an input, as a community.
I'm thanking God for them.
Yeah.
And that was it. And then I did not even take I think I took about a week, in a week's time.
And you remember that talent?
Yes, and even the talent for
The castries show.
It was like in 2 to 3 days I did that talent.
Wow.
Yeah.
That means you can retract your memory.
Yeah, because for the talent in town, one night because they was waiting for me because I didn't have any idea what was taking part in the castries pageant because they was waiting for me or whoever that won in Babono
to participate in castries.
So then when I won the one Babono, I got a phone call from Mr. Sean, and the Monday he said, you are number one. I'm like, number one? I didn't know I was the number one
to participate. Yes.
I was like, God. And then I get to know like we had to do this. I had the Vive la Vie. That was another thing. Everybody had already do theirs. And the Vive la Vie thing, I tell you, that day I had to go and do the Vive la Vie it was like a rush thing. It was because the morning I got up to do the reefs, they said to me, I have to do one and leave what. And then
space to ping one. Because I remember back in those days when they used to do those reefs out of crepe paper.
Yes.
But quand s'il a pris tomber, the rain would just wash that out.
I called the Madame Kweyol herself. I said, Mam, moi besoin assistance mam. Il dit, mais qui ça? Moi dit, mam, moi a fait couronne pour faire la bon matin. Like, même pas ni pièce qualité manière pour moi faire ces couronnes ça. Qui m'a fait couronne Jean longtemps. Il dit, mais moi je regarder pour nylon, regarder pour papier. I cassé un vieux, I cassé un bois hibiscus.
Because it's very flexible, yes.
She was the one who gave me the idea, and my talent was her. My mom was that woman, very hardworking woman. Thank God she's still alive at 93 years.
Wow.
And she's still strong. And she used to prepare breakfast for people at Maki.
Okay.
When Maki had banana days, then when she finished do the breakfast, then she'd do the food. And when she finished do that, she has to go home to attend to her children, go and do the bread. My mother's Creole bread was the best. You see, as Christmas coming there, my mother have a whole bunch of orders there.
Wow.
Say, la pou e moun vole pain. Man vole pain be.
Yeah. Is it the orange butter?
Yes, but they call it Dove butter.
Dove butter, yes. Now Dove butter, le buy that we don't take a medicine the way ketchup.
But I mean, when I'm not regretting not one bit. Even if right now my body, I'm tired but I'm not. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think it's a good experience that anybody would enjoy. Yes, especially it's a cultural show. And I think the fact that you get to contribute to the country, to your community.
This morning I was sending my 10-year-old to school and I was telling him, boy, you need to go to school now and be proud. When you walk in, be proud because you are, I said to him, your mother is la wen setli. Like, if everybody know you, they say, hey, meet garçon la wen setli. Just because he don't like school. So,
okay, yes.
So I give it and he just smiling.
But we'll be right back. We'll get more information from reigning Wenn Kweyol. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sharmark Show. I'm your host, Sharmark Leon. We have the Wenn Kweyol for St. Lucia here with us. Good evening again. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I have a problem with you and that ground. Come, so I got clear with top as the
email.
We're not just club.
Whoa, Krong like a clear way.
Yes. So
I'm in love with that crown.
What was I know you may say your talent in castries was based on your mom and the history and stuff like that. But it was a lot. I mean, it's almost like you mimicked everything very well in terms of the cassava grating, the washing, and you actually had a real flour dough bake on stage.
Yes, I said to myself that morning, I said to mom, I said, Mom, where my mom? Na for proud also. I was saying, I lip kon woo, ek na fait tout bagay, ek na le tout. Na jis, me di mom na jis bet ite ka kot man he pen.
So you had the real diteka.
But I well I'm basic my boy but
no, I even don't know was what was
diteka
sure. And that was a bread actual. Okay, nice.
And then I had with the farine I had a cassava there and a fawin.
Yeah. And I think it's almost like it was your time and you was determined because your mic was giving problem. What was going through your head? Let me patika to
when I went stayed by the. I had to start with by saying like my husband passed away 5 years, and I'm like saying that, and I'm not hearing anything, and I'm hearing the people in Donna, my people that Donna, your mic. I'm just like, God.
And you're trying not to get distracted.
I said, God, just give me the strength and just open your mouth. I'm saying that to myself. Just open your mouth like you opening your mouth in bogies.
So you had to project your voice. Wow, that's something.
And I said to myself, so long as the judge and the people hear me, people who's watching on TV, that's them. I'm concentrating on the people.
Because I was actually sitting in the center area, and you was haying. I mean, like I was like,
yeah,
oh my
because
God.
they were at the people at the background. My family told me they were haying me.
They were haying, yeah. I think your voice was very powerful, so it was projecting. So, yeah. Did you had any? I know the people get excited at these pageants. The fact that when you was doing the Vive la Vie and persons was talking, and what I really like, the persons were speaking and you was answering them like that was part of the Vive la Vie. So it was really good. Let's say if they had say, Coco one la, like you would answer like it's part of the stuff. Is it a situation where it was? I was for me in the crowd. I think it would be a situation where it would distract the contestants, but I think some of you all played with it very well.
Oh, you mean when you were saying something? No, they wasn't distracting me. I was just
focused on what you...
because obviously it's me that did it, so it's in there. So I just have to tell them what I was doing.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was the WOP duet segment like for you? This was a beautiful WOP duet. The color was different.
Let me tell you, that WOP duet, I'm so much in love with that WOP duet.
Who's your designer?
You see, Mr. Sean Grieve, I'm thanking that man so much.
Oh, nice.
And he has no idea. Because when I saw that WOP duet, the Friday night they brought it for me, and I hung it home, and I said, Mom, my mother, sa se WOP duet.
Yeah.
And she actually, when you see my mother hold the thing, I was like, she hold the clothes, the fabric with a pride. Because these people know what a WOP duet is.
Yes.
And then I saw that dress there and I was like...
Because the WOP duet, back in the days, is a very regal evening gown. That's what it was.
And then they say, how am I going to walk in with that dress? And the skirt has 4 layers.
Yes, the jupon.
Yes.
Yes.
Exalu. Imagine my daughter was trying to put my shoes for me the Saturday at Dimple. And I'm actually looking for the child because she's underneath the dress. She's underneath the skirt, putting on my shoes for me, and I can't find her.
Wow.
Yeah, and Mr. Sean has no idea. I'm so proud. And I'm going to tell Mr. Sean, thank you.
When there's an opportunity.
Yes, I am telling him, thank you. You are the best. The best. Because that dress, I walked it. I did what I was supposed to do with it. And I'm thanking him so much.
And it's funny. I mean, like, indeed it's royalty because guess what? That's the same dress you won the first pageant with. You win the second pageant. So indeed you was a crown, a queen because you came with your dress and you just sweep out.
Yes, and I'm thanking him. I don't even have words. So I wish I could have get him something just for that dress.
Yes.
Because that dress did it for me.
I think afterwards when you settle and stuff, you maybe need to do a photo shoot in the dress because you have to document it because people, not all the time you get to experience something like that, dress up.
I have a cousin of mine who is here. She's English and she's here. And when she's doing that sip and paint, something like that. And she's already using my face as her thing. And she said to me, cuz that dress and I'm going to use it for my sip and paint.
So she'll do a black and white so people can... okay, nice.
And she's an incredible painter and she's going to do her first thing I think on the 1st, but she's using my face to...
Oh, nice. That's interesting. That's interesting. Very nice. Yeah. So let's go into the results, which is interesting. I was sitting there and first time I experienced a show which had 3 persons in 4th place. I was like, okay, this is weird. But I guess it was a tie.
Yes.
I don't know what 3 persons. It was a tie. However, then I think the lady for Bellevue, you fought, came afterwards. I realized, but if 3 persons gone, I'm looking at your face, I say, but it might be between you and the lady from Soufrière. So I say, okay, they call a lady from Super, but you're still standing there. I say, is Madam Sapa where you
Sure,
come? I say, Sally. So it's
Shabba,
almost like when they called your name, you look so shocked. I was like, oh my God.
I went there that Saturday to have fun because I said I'm not that lucky to get twice crowned. I said even if I get first, I good. If I get second, I good, or even the fourth. So when I heard the fourth place, and I was like, okay, I'll get two or three. When I heard the second one, I was like, okay. Then I had the other one. I'm saying to myself, ngadi bay komwe, Messi mahena yese muna pa mem kuye komwe. Then I hear Cooks mentioning Frances. So I'm saying to myself, but Pukis I call no Frances say ped me ha ped. I'm saying that to myself.
Yes.
And then when I heard, my mind so far, I didn't even see my people already making noise because it's like not hearing my name that had me.
So your mind blocked from everything that was happening, and you just there waiting, enjoying the moment.
And just
wow.
So then I heard Babono. I felt my heart go down my foot, and it's like I just couldn't breathe, and I just had to cry.
And we'll be right back. We'll get more information from the Wenn Kweyol for 2025. Welcome back, Kweyol Viva, and here with me is the Wenn Kweyol. It's royalty in the building, Creole royalty, and no ale. So avant nous aller en commission, take a dime about là take a rehearse introduction.
Oui, let me take a rehearse introduction of the Dioswe Cultural Center. Moi go make introduction sala. Moi go make introduction sala. Ça pour moi dit m'a ka changer.
Oh, pour ça, vous faites tellement good.
Bon Dieu.
Because let me turn introduction là. I say, but make a dime Mildred. I say, but about Babo. No, it's when I realized the rest of the contestants came, as I say, okay, but she'd make up for that in the rest of the segments.
Because I wanted to add with the babono after I say the babono, I wanted to do the things I said, and then I wanted to add we have like the river, and then we have the strong prayer, with the church and all. But is I that thing beat me on Fridays. I back my money But
you were smart and you adjusted it to suit you at the time, so it worked to your advantage.
And then the what I really happy about, I had the Creole say Fosno, because the Creole, we have to bring that back.
Yeah, so when you the Creole say Fosno, actually, who say la Wenn Kweyol, what do you think you can do on your own in your community and in St. Lucia? I mean, like for me, the show is there if you ever want to do something, talk about something, we open for that, you can always call. But what do you think? What is your mission now that you're allowing Kweyol? I mean, I'm hoping that you have some ideas that this next Junior Kweyol is going to be more exciting. I imagine, comme ça ouais qui assise là, ça c'est un gros femme la Marguerite. Okay.
Because I was born on the 17th of October.
Oh, nice.
The Friday was my birthday.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes.
Happy belated
so
birthday.
That's what I'm going to try, and with the school, I'll go to the school with the teachers, because I know the teachers probably. I'll try and see if I can put little Lara's group and La Marguerite groups.
Yes, because the children dressing, but I think then at least they can train them in being a shirt wear. Yes, I think what is really amazing for me as a shirt wear, the way they can just take stuff, and then make it into a song, like how the lady from Bellevue did when she was in the show. I was very impressed with that.
So I'm going to press on that. I'm going to press on, like, try and get some young children, like young. We have enough young. That's the children don't. You're not male, but I try best because you're to connect my bodies. To say my la connect.
And I think that's what we need in our community, because even at the show, maybe we did not say that there was a young set of drummers from the Vidbute Laclery primary school, and there was some of the young men were looking like they were about 7, 5, 10, 12.
Yes.
And I was very impressed. I was like,
Well,
wow.
oh, yes. The name I was looking for book is the young man that helped me was Sonil. So that's the right person I'm going to go to. Sonil,
Yes.
he's a teacher, and I think he's part of the things like that in the school.
Yeah.
So I'll have a word with him and the principal.
But I think next year, if God spare your life and they're having that show, you should at least try to be a chaperone, because if you did, both your talents were very strong. Congratulations on that. I think if you have that kind of talent, you need to pass it on to somebody and help somebody else next year. And I think to see that, imagine a person you help next year might just win. So you go from getting 2 titles and then you as a chaperone getting another title. As a chaperone, that's going to be huge.
Yeah. Well, if anybody wants any idea from me, I'm here.
Yeah.
So,
So as the When Kweyol, here's an opportunity to address St. Lucians. Tell them where you want to see the Creole go for the future, what you think we can do as a nation to embrace the Creole, pour Chenli vivant. Here's the platform.
well, commission a quitté by yo, the commission n'a quitté by nous Saint-Lucien et principalement gouvernement. C'est pas un mois octobre tout seul pour nous célébrer Kweyol. Kweyol c'est ça nous toutes. Kweyol nous lever en Kweyol. N'a manger Kweyol presque tous les jours. Nga dele nga manger flamoui ak boape ça c'est Kweyol. N'a manger figue ak flamoui. Nga manger Kweyol tous les jours. So nous, tous les jours nous en Kweyol.
Yes,
So
sir.
c'est pas un mois octobre tout seul.
So actuellement, quand on dit c'est mois octobre, tout le monde a fait
Fait,
a
non,
big fuss
fuss
for
pour que- non,
Creole
nous
when
n'y
it's
pou-
supposed to be
yeah,
our culture.
culture.
Yeah,
It's
so we
supposed-
turn it to an event. Yeah, and
So,
not the culture.
yeah, moi kama de gouvernement pour Madio pour double kilte en octobre, mais fait kilte même si c'est janvier ou ni chok kilte.
Even I find I used to enjoy when Dane Pellet was the governor general, when she used to do a dress, she used to do some in patois. Because
Right.
you have some older people
Right.
that glow, they want to watch the little politics
Right,
thing, and
right,
then they
right.
want to in
Yeah,
patois.
yeah.
Now, I think sometimes the ministers, sometimes especially the prime minister, you can try a little part, even though it's not much. Even though it's good afternoon, ou di bonsoir, tout
Bonsoir.
le monde
Oui,
says
oui,
something.
oui.
So it's still, at least we can see there's a little effort happening,
Yeah.
you know.
There is so many things in Creole, so many things in Creole that could be done for the entire year. It just don't have to be just month of October.
Yeah, because I think a lot more can be
Because
done.
a lot more can be done, and probably if a lot more was being done, a lot of our young children would not forget or would have learned more of the
Yes,
Creole.
yeah. Because the Creole is interesting. I mean, like, even a lot of the talents on the night for the Cashew show was very strong.
Yes.
I mean, I was like, wow. And I
Yes.
said, oh, yeah, I did not even remember that's how they used to do the riffs.
Riffs,
When I
yes.
saw the thing for the
Mayork.
But I was like, oh wow,
Yes.
just the size of the grater alone was fascinating. When I saw the lady from Swaziland, the straw, she was plaiting the straw.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
think that segment of the show really touched me, because it was like, oh wow, this is I just like
If I had the money, I'm telling you, if I had the money, I would have opened a little business and go back into our Creole thing. The riffs in Creole, the mats in Creole, do a lot of things.
Yeah.
And
Now
come
when I
for
saw the
children.
mat, I said, oh my God, that's a good idea next
Yeah.
year, because I normally do a lot of decor for Jeanette Creole. So when I saw that, I said, that's a good idea. Because it reminded me almost like how they do the masquerade costumes and stuff like that. So when I saw the mat, I said, that is very interesting.
Yeah.
Because you can still do it. Because at time, a friend of mine, Rosilla, years ago, she used to do the bath mats out of it and the mats for in front of your bed.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they allow sort of so many tiles are wet. Like mat la be comfortable.
Yes.
People used to do
You
chair
know,
back covers with
yeah.
it. So
And another thing again, I would love to for us St. Lucian, stop mixing the Madras with the African prints, because you're walking in town to look for a dress that's been done in Madras or African Creole or
floral
floral.
fabric.
You don't get it. African.
yeah.
African material you get in African.
Although they say they had a few, especially for the kids around the
Yeah.
square and stuff like that. But the African fabric is not.
No.
And I think in terms of keeping the culture alive and saying Creole, say no, out of respect for your culture, Because you will not go to Africa. You're watching
know.
African movies.
Movie,
Tell
movie,
them, tell
movie.
them, let me
Oui.
make YouTube. Mapa want show madras space.
No.
Ubaga wear
Ubaga wear
the
madras.
culture is strong and they don't mix it.
They
It's
don't
about the
mix it,
culture.
yeah.
They speak the Igbo language and whatever.
Yeah.
So we need to embrace our culture. I don't like the madras. It's our culture.
The madras is well on your belt. Imagine that the piece, the hair piece,
The tête cassée.
You know, a lot of people tell me, but your tête cassée not matching your.
It does not. I was arguing that with somebody long ago when the people had that. The tête cassée does not have to match the wop duet. The wop duet can be floral and the tête cassée can
My
be
daughter
madras.
told me that. My daughter told me, but mommy, the tête cassée. I say, let me tell you something. You see the person that do the dress, the person know his business, eh?
Yeah,
The
it does not
person
have
know- it
to
doesn't-
match.
And I was the only person in both pageants with a madras tête cassée.
Yeah, it does not.
It
It does not have to match.
match
Until
the
brooch, it does
way.
not have to
It
match.
does not have to
the
match.
fuller most times have to match the inner
Inner-
lining of the wop
right,
duet. And when
right.
I look at on the stuff, I think it was your dress alone where you have the fishes at the back of the wop
Yeah,
duet.
yes.
All of them was just cut there, and
there,
just
yeah.
the rope in the waist for the support of the weight of the fabric.
Um,
It did not have because there's a guideline for the wop duet. The
Yes,
buttons are supposed to
yes.
fit a certain way. I think it's 3 or 4 buttons here with the line. But however, with time, it has changed. So people do it modern. But however, the national way is the national way.
Because my mom told me that wop duet is whoever that did it because my mother grew up with people who wore that dress.
Wow.
Because my mother's mother, that was Mary Rose, that lady died at 105 years. She was living in town. My mom raised up in town. That lady was living in
Oh,
town.
nice, yeah.
And then she knew about those things. And my mother was brought up in the Creole thing.
Well, before we wrap up, I'm going to tell you, Bon Fred Kweyol, qu'on la When Kweyol, lole ve. Wajé babono kaya pretty fe, because usam ka ouve Kweyol la by babono, because you say la When Kweyol, mo psis ba appears bouik yo ven pou an kaya like say limousine.
Mais c'est bouille quitte ni l'autre. Mais c'est bouille quitte ni l'autre.
Yeah, but I'd like to say congratulations again, good luck. And I think I was very impressed with your performance and your Creole, and you sound very passionate about the Creole, passionate about the culture. Solutions, Bon Fête Kweyol, ek même si journée Creole passé qu'on nous te parlé talia la, Chen Creole la viva, page en octobre seulement. C'est qu'il te nous qui là, nous ni pour Chen li vivant. Nous ni pour Chen li vivant. Nous ni pour dire c'est gouan, ti mam ay, c'est 6 enfants about Creole la, c'est teacher, di parler à l'école là, à l'église là. Chen Creole la vivant. I'm your host, Sharmark, and Bon Fête Kweyol.